I love walking into a cafe in the morning and seeing those beautiful big muffins. So that's what I'm going to be showing you how to make. These ones are my banana and salted caramel muffins. They are to die for and quite simple to make. So to start with, we need half a cup of butter and we're just going to melt that. So just cube the butter, just get a small saucepan and just slowly melt that away, and that'll be for our wet ingredients later. We'll move on to the dry ingredients now. So I need 1 3/4 cup of plain flour along with 3/4 cup of caster sugar. I've got some baking powder, so a teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of bicarbonate soda. That's of course going to help it rise. And just for some flavour, banana and cinnamon, well, let's face it, they work really well together. So a good amount of that in there, about a teaspoon or a teaspoon and a half, and of course, a good pinch of salt. So let's just give that a stir, just combine all those dry ingredients together, and we'll put that to the side. So for the eggs, 3 free-range eggs. So we're just going to crack them straight into a bowl first. Now this is a recipe that is fantastic to use when it's the end of the week. You've still got a few bananas in the fruit bowl that are almost overripe. It's actually even better if they're overripe. Get a fork and just help that out by giving it a whisk. And I'll also add 3 tablespoons of milk to that. And just for some vanilla, I've got some vanilla paste here, which is just beautiful. And I'm just going to add just a touch of that in there. So about a teaspoon of that. Another quick mix, and we'll pop it to the side. So far, very easy. So now we'll get the 3 bananas there, and we're just going to peel them. And all we have to do is pop them in a bowl and mush them up. And I just use a fork. I've got a giant fork here. You don't want it to be too fine. I still want a little bit of texture in these muffins, just making sure that it's quite even. So let's do the other ones. All right, so the bananas, they're all mushy now. Smells delicious. So we'll add the remaining wet ingredients to the bananas there. And again, just giving that a quick stir so it's all combined. All right, that's looking perfect. So we'll bring our dry ingredients in now. We're just going to make a well in the centre. We'll pop our mixture straight in there. And again, I always like to slowly bring in the sides here, and that'll ensure that there'll be no lumps, no flour lumps in this mixture. And we can start adding our butter now. We've just used bananas in this, but by all means, add other flavourings to this. If you wanted a little bit more cinnamon, by all means that works. A little bit of nutmeg, or even some other fruits like blueberries work really, really well with this. Okay, so I've got my muffin tin now, so this is going to make 6 big muffins. And I've got these paper casings here, which you can get from all good craft stores these days, or any cake decorating stores, they'll have them there. So we're going to fill these casings about 3/4 of the way up, and then simply bake them for 20 to 25 minutes at 180 degrees. 20 minutes later, and look at these beautiful muffins. They're golden brown and it smells delicious in here. Now we have to make our caramel. So I need 75 grams of butter, and we'll just allow that to just slowly melt. This caramel is so easy to remember. So 75 grams, good butter, 50 grams of brown sugar, and that can go all in at the same time, along with 50 grams of golden syrup. So this is going to be a really rich caramel. And if there's not enough sugar, just a little bit more, 50 grams of caster sugar. So in that goes, just allow that to melt all together, along with 60 millilitres of thick cream. And then we just want to give that a quick whisk until it all comes together and starts to thicken up. This caramel is ready to go. It's luscious, it's golden brown, it's thick. And the best way to serve this is just getting a big spoonful and drizzling that on top. Wow. And that's just going to just glaze that. It'll just harden just a little bit there. And you can see just by using those muffin casings, it just holds it, so there's extra caramel, I guess. And we did say it was salted caramel, so good quality salt for this, and we just want to sprinkle just a little bit on there. And if that doesn't look good enough, I've got some more banana, some fresh banana, and just for decoration, we just pop that straight on top. And one more thing. I know they look fantastic, but we're going to take it to the next level. A little bit of icing sugar just to finish it off. And there you have it. Why would you go to a cafe and have a muffin and a cup of coffee there? You can have a beautiful muffin at home, very easy to make, salted caramel banana muffins, the best.